Folks, welcome back to RDTV. I just wanted to review Stephen King, Bag of Bones. Uh, this was terrible. And I've had this book, I think since it came out in 98, and I was just on my bookshelf, and I think I tried to read it, and I just couldn't get into it like 18 years ago or something. And then finally I was like, I need to read these books. This one is like 529 pages. I was like, I'm going to read this. And I read it. Man, I love Stephen King, Salem's Lot, Pet Cemetery, his short stories. The Dark Tower was awesome. I loved all the books. And I think I read Everything's Eventual. That was another of his anthology books. It was okay. I really haven't read any of his newer stuff. I read Dreamcatcher, and I mean that's not new anymore, but that was, to me, that at the time that was new. I liked that. I liked Dreamcatcher, but man, Bag of Bones is just, man, it was just torture getting through it. Because I mean, the one thing that I complained about the other books I read is like there's no characterization. This has a great characterization. Pick my nose behind the book. Tom Noonan, I think his name is, or Mike Noonan. I can't remember because I'm a moron, but he's a good character. I think maybe he might be one of my favorite characters from Stephen King in recent memory, but oh my god, this book was terrible. It took like, he's a writer, like a lot of Stephen King's characters, it seems. He's got writer's block. That's a big portion at the beginning of the book. Then his wife dies, and he gets writer's block, it seems, from that. And then it says a haunted love story. And I think it takes like over 200 pages before you finally, like, something wisps by him, and he feels like something brush up against his cheek, and he's well, it could be just, like wind from somewhere, or maybe it's a spirit. So he's just, I do not like that in books anymore. When there was one book, I can't remember, I think it was a Douglas Clegg book, even maybe, where even by the end of the book they're still questioning what's going on. Like, okay, well then nothing's happening, it's all in your head, it's nothing supernatural. I want to read a horror novel. I want horror, and it was going to be ghosts, like evil spirits and hauntings and stuff. There's nothing in this. And then he meets a girl with the kid, and there's like a custody battle with the grandfather, who's a rich evil guy. And then I was like, that's just, like, so many books are like that. Are like, there's a evil rich person destroying little poor people. That's what I thought the book was about. And then I think he could have cut this in half. He would get so bloated and just writes and writes. There's like I think 2 extended dinner scenes in here, or barbecues, where they're like 20 pages each. And then when something finally does happen, it did get interesting. I was a little shocked at what did happen. And then, okay, there's still like 70 pages left. What more could go on? And then he's just wrapping it up, I guess, and it's just taking forever and ever. And then it ruined. This is what really ruined St. Patrick's Day for me. I was trying to finish this because I was like, I'm gonna finish it before the night so I can start something new Monday. And then I was like, I can't. This is just so bad. Because then, like, the main story's going on, and then he'll just stop and talk about something that happened like 100 years ago. And he does that twice. Like, he just starts writing about some forest fire that happened. I know it's kind of connected to the story, but I didn't care. And he just goes off on this, and then I don't even know where that stopped, and he just goes on to something else that happened. Like, it was horrible. This is as bad, or maybe even worse, than like the Edward Lee books and what other? Well, Edward Lee. He is, and those main H.P. Sims book that I read. Oh man, this is gonna go right on the burn pile. I mean, trade pile. I'm gonna trade this garbage. Hopefully, get something good. Oh my god, I'm gonna read like the old Stephen King reread. Read some that I haven't read, but I'm gonna stay away from whatever new books like after this, because this was just a nightmare to get through. I really did not like it. If you've read it and you liked it, let me know what you liked about it. And don't read this. If you're thinking about reading this, don't read like one of his early novels that got published finally, Blaze. I think that was good. Man, read. I'm gonna read Salem's Lot again. I want to read it again. But oh my god, I just cannot believe how this along with those other books. It makes me not want to read anymore. Fortunately, I have a nice layman that I need to read that I want to reread. That I read a little bit, and I was like, man, I'm already reading Bag of Bones. Let me finish that so I can dive into the layman. Oh man. Okay, that's it. Bye.